Now y'all know I wasn't gonna let this one go unchecked. So anti-FBA white Puerto Rican. Fat Joe said the FBAs are radical racist, broke, so on and so forth, and just did a whole bunch of disrespecting of the FBA collective. And you want to speak about racist, Fat Joe. First off, black people can't be racist. You got a better chance at being racist than us because you could pass as white. You look like a white man, truth be told. And where this is all stemming from is that Fat Joe is mad that we as FBAs have locked down our cultural art form of hip hop and told the truth about where it originated from and who started it. And so he's mad like a disgruntled female holding on to grudges and keep on griping about it, kicking and screaming because he don't like us telling the truth about us creating hip hop. You know what I mean? And like it or not, that's our cultural art form. And we got to lock this thing down so future FBA children will know the greatness of our people. And it ain't about you, it's about us telling the truth and us locking down our cultural art form. And if you don't like this, Fat Joe, truth be told, you just gonna have to be mad and deal with it because what you see going on now, Fat Joe and other people, this is a message to y'all. This is normal protocol. This is going to be normal protocol because we should have been gatekeeping our culture as foundational Black Americans and putting foundational Black Americans first because being all inclusive has weakened us and it's been a hindrance to us. You don't put creamer in coffee unless you want it to be weakened. When you start to throw in the creamer, the sugar, so on and so forth, this weakens the coffee. That coffee, if you want it to hit and be strong, you leave that coffee alone. And this is what we doing. We codifying, and being strong within ourselves and not letting everyone come amongst us, and we're in the growing stages right now. And now normally growing will be, growing pains for the one that's growing, but that's in reverse. People on the outside are feeling them growing pains and everybody want to be disgruntled, kick and scream, so on and so forth, because they can't come amongst us no more, cosplaying as us, stealing our culture and saying it's theirs. We let people come in and then before you know it, we try to look out for them and put them on. And then before you know it, they try to kick us out of it and lay claim to it all for themselves. And them days is over. We getting on cold and we standing up for FBAs first and foremost. We looking out for our interests as a group. And people could like it or not, or want to, accept it or not. But what Brother Tariq Nasheed has done is codified the lineage of foundational Black Americans. He got us to see that we ain't got to go look to some ancient African dynasty to find no greatness. We got greatness here on American soil, and he got us to codify and look out for foundational Black Americans first. He helped us, see that, we ain't got to go off to some ancient African dynasty, look for greatness outside of ourselves. Because truth be told, everything that's great in America is great because foundational Black Americans made it that way. We've contributed more so than any other group of people to America. Look at everything in America. It basically comes from FBA hands. To the food, to the art forms, to the music, all of the music genres, basically we as FBAs created. So we just locking down our cultural art forms. And if people want to get mad about that and be disgruntled about that, that's on them. That's a personal problem. That ain't a us problem. But Fat Joe got a lot of nerve for sitting up there, saying that we broke. Broke. Broke is a person that got to come and steal someone else's culture because in all actuality, they ain't got no culture for themselves. So they want to steal somebody else's culture and make it their own because a person that does that is broken in all actuality, and that's a cultureless people. So I got the audio and the video of Fat Joe sitting up there blabbing his fat gums and just yapping on FBA, and we're gonna walk through it and talk about it how we normally do. Fair use.
These rumors were made by radical black racists.
Now stop right there. I said black people can't be racist, and if you want to label me radical, then I'm radical all day, every day for locking down my cultural art form so future FBA children can see the greatness of our people. If I'm radical, then I'm radical then for that because I'm putting foundational Black Americans first and locking down everything that we started and created as foundational Black Americans. You guys ain't just gonna come amongst us and steal. That's what you thought you could do. Just come amongst us and take, leave us depleted without giving nothing in return. And them days is over. We should have been consolidating our power as a group as foundational Black Americans. And Brother Tariq Nasheed just got us the peep game on that. So in that regard, I salute my brother. But let's continue.
Let's just say that. Okay, it's a group of these guys that don't want to hear Jamaican, don't want to hear Guyanese, they don't want to hear a black guy that ain't down with them. Right? So their job is.
It ain't that we don't want to hear people, but we ain't letting people come amongst us and steal from us and lie and tell lies. We must speak the truth because, in all actuality, the truth is the only thing that'll set us free.
To criticize anybody who don't look like them or who ain't black American. Who are these guys?
Stop the bullshit, Joe.
You want me to say their name? We're going to give them too much clout. I mean, the FBA, Foundational Black Authority, whoever the fuck these broke niggas is.
Joe using the N-word and saying nigga is really cringeworthy for me because in all actuality, he could pass for a white man. And I don't feel Latinos should even be using the N-word. We shouldn't be using it, but it's ludicrous for us to let these outsiders to the group, use that N-word like that, throw around the word nigga, because in all actuality, a lot of Latinos don't even rock with black people, especially not no foundational black Americans. And I believe, and I put this on a previous video, that Fat Joe harbors a lot of hate and animosity towards foundational black Americans. You see how he called our sisters Vita and Lil Mo dusty bitches on stage. That was done because he harbored that hate and animosity towards foundational black Americans. But let's continue.
I'm just keeping it a buck. And they do this to attack everybody on Twitter. You see this.
And them dudes sitting up there laughing. I know they non-FBA, because all he does is go to tether platforms. He don't go to no real black FBA grassroots, media. He'll sit there and go to all these, tethers because in all actuality, he a tether. But let's continue.
Your leader,
Now he comes with the leader part, and this is done in bad faith because FBA is a lineage. They know good and damn well we don't got no leader, but they try to dump this, that persona on Tariq Nasheed. And brother Tariq Nasheed say all day, every day that he ain't no leader, But what he did do was got us to codify and see the greatness that we got inside of our lineage. So I'm going to salute him on that all day, every day, But let's continue.
Gotta be fucking kidding me, man. And so they trying to change the narrative. They're not from New York. Right. So they telling a whole nother story. This was whoopity doop wop.
And see, we don't gotta be from New York because this thing is bigger than New York. In all actuality, we locking down our cultural art forms and our achievements. So the little babies and children growing up, the FBA children can see the greatness that exists what's inside their people. Just my thoughts on the matter, but knock it out, Fat Joe. And you just trying to stay relevant because you ain't relevant no more in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Peace.